Hello and welcome to my channel. Today in this video we are going to learn how to create a website using Quarto and how to host free on the GitHub pages or using the GitHub pages. So here we are going to use VS Code, and inside the VS Code we are using a R. With the R we gonna to make an R environment, and with the R environment using one chunk of code that is provided by the Quarto, and we are hosting our website on the GitHub page. So conda environment, inside the VS Code we require some packages. First of all we require a Quarto. Second we require an R base. Third we require an IR kernel to render the R. And fourth we require a Jupyter Notebook. As such, Jupyter Notebook comes with the conda environment, so it will be already there. And to make this environment take a little time to install all the packages. So I have already prepared an environment using all the packages. And if you don't know how to make an conda environment, you can go and watch my R plus Jupyter plus VS Code video on the YouTube. You can find the link in the description or somewhere in the I button. Let's move ahead to our terminal. And now here in terminal, we create a directory. So as I'm in my home directory, here I will going to make one directory, make dir. For this video, I'm making a YouTube Quarto, which I'm making, and we are going in this directory. Now we are in our directory, and when we are in this directory, we launch our code or VS Code by using a keyboard shortcut. And here I will just make now we are in our directory, and here we comes in the view tab and click on the command palette. As we click on the command palette, we can see this on the drop down menu. We got a create project from Quarto. We click on here. It take a few seconds and giving us almost 5 options which kind of project we would like to create. So here I will, because our motto is to website, so we click on a website project and just ask here which directory we want. I want a YouTube Quarto, and I choose this directory here. And as I choose the directory, you can see it brings 4 files: Quarto YML, about QMD, index QMD, and style.css. These are the basic files to prepare the website. As I earlier told, we are going to host our website on a Git. So on your PC or your machine, you must have installed a Git. I have already installed a Git on my PC. So in this folder, in this directory, we are going to initiate our Git. So I open a new terminal here. And as you can see, now I'm in my project directory here, and I will just write here git init. So we will initialize the Git in this. And now from here, after initializing the Git in the project, we go on our GitHub, and there we create one repository with the same name what we create for the project. So here I will just write, I'll be writing YouTube Quarto. I'm making a repository by this name, and we just create repository. And now it is giving us some commands. It says to push an existing repository from a command line. So we just copy this line of code from here. We back to in our VS Code terminal, and we just paste here and say enter, and we take the second line also from here, git branch -m main, and this line is also we paste in the git our main project. So now our remote GitHub repository is synced with our project locally. And here now we just check our index.qmd file. Here we have this small file, and we just check the preview of this file, either our project is working or not. So we come in the corner of the VS Code here, and we just click on the preview. It's gonna run in the Quarto preview window, and in just a few seconds, as we run this preview, it generates a few files and folders in our project directory. We can see here site.quarto.gitignore. Few files are generated, and they got a modification there. and we can see here now it can locally hosting for us a preview of our website. So everything is working fine here. So now we come back to our terminal, and here we need to first activate our conda environment. As I already told in the start of the video, I already created a one conda environment. So let's check our conda environment, conda env list, and here you can see on the bottom of this list I have a test quarto environment created. So I will activate this environment here. We just say conda activate test quarto, and now our environment is got activated. Here you can see it's showing in the brackets test quarto. As our environment is activated, we just launch the R here. As we launch the R here, we need to run or install L1 library here, because it's a requirement for the GitHub to host our website that all the libraries run automatically. So for that we need a one environment inside the R, and for this we install here ren, and it asks me to use some grand mirror. You can use whichever is nearby you. I use here and click OK, and now it's gonna download the ren version in my conda environment. As it already downloaded here, I just run the library here, library ren, we run. So now our library is run. So now what we have to do, we have to initiate this environment ren : as we run the ren environment. You can see on our project directory we got a ren folder, and that one file is called ren.log, and here the R is saying us to restart the R session. So we don't need to restart the R session, we just need to quit here. We say q quit, and we save this workspace Y. Now all the files got modified here. And another thing, we need to host the website on the GitHub. We need one file. It's called publish.yml, and Quarto is giving us a full code of chunk here, example for knitting with ren. So in this code, as you remember, if you saw it here, R is using a version 4.4, but this script of code is using a version 4.2. This we need to change in our file when we copy this code. So where we gonna to do this? So let's come back. Okay, we will copy this code from here, but we have to go back in our VS Code here. We come back to our VS Code, and here we create a one folder. It's called .github. We say a slash, and after slash we make another folder inside, like a workflows. And inside the workflow folder, we create one text file, and we label this file as the publish.yml. As we open this file here, I'm closing the preview because I need the file here. The code we copied from there, we just paste it here, and after pasting, we need to check the errors here. So one is giving error here, and second is a job. It should go in a first column. As you can see, the errors are over, and I already make this code a little better. So here I put a permission and content right. Second thing, I change our version 4.4 from 4.2, and our target here is a GitHub pages. If you see in the script here, they have a target is a netlist file. So these three changes I make it in our code there. So I'm back to my code here, and we just say the Control S to save this file, and we just close here. Now after doing this, we just make a preview of our web page. So all the files and folders will run properly. That's we have to just check, and we can see yes, all the things have run good here after adding the GitHub folders, site, and ren version. So now we back to our terminal here, and here we just use the GitHub actions. We just say right here git status. So you can see as we say git status, it's saying us all the files are in a red and they are modified. So now we add these things for the git. We say git add space dot, and it will add all the things. And you can see from modified U, it changed to A. Add it in the pipeline to push the. Now we say here git commit -m, and we say the initial commit as in our code, and press enter, and all the files are pushed towards the git. And we just write here again a command git push origin main, and now we have sent all the files from our local directory to the GitHub. Now it's time to go on our GitHub page again. We comes here on a GitHub page and we just refresh our page here, and we can see we got all the files here, including the .github workflows folder. We comes here on the main branch and we click here on the view all the branches. It's showing here as just a main branch, but we need to add a new branch here, and we just name this branch as like GH, means GitHub pages, and click create a new branch. So we can see it already created branches for us, and now it's time to check either our branch is correct or not. So we click on the settings. On the left side we comes on the pages, and here on the branch we can see is automatically selecting our GitHub pages from the root folder. If it is showing you a main, please correct to the GitHub. Now it's time to go to the action menu here, and we can see it's already started initialize our commits and pages build and deployment. So we can see it's already green here, and still our initial commit is going on, and again it is building a page because we change our branch from main to GitHub pages. So it's gonna take a few seconds. In the few seconds it will be ready to see how our web pages look like. So now we can see it's already green. We click on here, it's both are green here, and here is our link of the web page, and we click here, and voila, we have our page hosted on the GitHub without making us so much efforts. So now can we add the new things and update here? So let's check. Now we go in our VS Code, and here we just add some lines, like here it says this is the Quarto website, and we just add some more lines, say hello world and how are you doing. We add these two lines, and I'm just adding in a line break with this both the lines, and we just save our index file here, and we just say okay, just check the preview again. So it's render it, and you can see as we render here locally, everything seems good. We comes back to our terminal, and we just use the GitHub actions here, git status. So we can see it automatically changed that there are changes in the 3 files. We did a modification in a 1 file, but overall there are 3 changes. And now we say the git add space dot, we say git commit m. So this will say let's hello world, and now we just all the changes we push origin mail to GitHub, and now from here we send it our changes on the website. And now it's time to check whether our changes are implementing automatically or not. So we comes in our page here, we go up in the actions, and we are seeing here that automatically hello world commit is running here. And of course it take a few seconds because GitHub in the background running a lot of things. We can go inside here and we can check the deploy pages, and you can see so many packages, dependencies our Git is running. So we don't need to check everything, but yes, be aware when it will show error if the page is not deploying properly. Troubleshoot can be done only on this page here. So it's gonna take a few seconds to render, to build the page, to run all the dependencies here. And you can see it already installed the R and everything ran, and now here it's installing the R dependencies. It already did a bootstrapping, downloading a RAN which we used, initializing the RAN is also done here, and I think it's now rendering and publishing. Now as we can see on the left side here, our build deploy has got a green. So we come back to our phone and we just go in our actions back here, and we can see it's still building a page and deployment is green. We click here again, and or as our website is already up here, we just refresh our website and you can see hello world, how are you doing? We got our answer and our website is live within one click. Stay tuned for the more insightful tutorials. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content on the data analysis and the programming tutorial. Thank you for your attention.